Now we start about the fish production. How can we use fishes for commercial production? How do we um, grow the various types of fishes in different environment? Okay, so let's start with that. Now you see, fish is a cheap source of animal protein. Cheap source means sasta. Okay, sasta, source of animal protein. So fish contains proteins. Fine. Fish production includes the finned true fish. Finned true fish means what? The fishes, suppose if this is a fish, and then you have got the fins. These are the fins. Okay, so that is a true fish. Okay, as well as shellfish such as prawns. If you go, and mollusks means, mollusk means you must have seen, we have studied in that, tiny shells are there. Prawns also, they do not have this fin like structure, do they? No, they don't have. They have shells surrounding their body, so that is called as the shellfish. Okay, there are two ways of obtaining fish. Okay, NCERT says that how can we obtain fish? Two ways. Number one, what is that way? From natural resources, which is called capture fishing. Natural resources means from the river, from the ponds, from the seas. You just use a fish net, you throw it, and then you have several fishes. That is, you are capturing the fish. So this is the natural way. Okay, then the other way, what is the other way of obtaining fish? Is by fish farming, which is also called culture fishery. That means, when one is, obviously you go near a pond and everything, and you throw a net and you get fish. That is, you're capturing the fish. Other is, suppose the quantity of the fish in this particular pond is becoming less, but you need more amount of fish. So what you do? You do fish farming, which is called as a culture fishery. All right, these are the two ways. Next, the water source of the fish can be either seawater or fresh water, such as rivers and ponds. So obviously there are two types of water where the fishes can survive. One is the seawater, that is the saline water. Seawater has lots of salt, saline water, and the fresh water, they do not have the salt quantity high, and which is the rivers and the ponds. Okay, fishing can thus be done both by capture, we have studied capture, and culture of fish in marine and freshwater ecosystem. So that only we had studied in the beginning. Now, marine fisheries. Okay, what are these marine fisheries? Just a second. Fine. Marine fisheries. India's marine fisheries resources include 7,500 kilometer of coastline and deep seas beyond it. So if you go through the map of India, so this is, suppose I'm just drawing the bottom portion where entire, this is your coastline that I have drawn, right? This is the coastline which is surrounded by seas. So here is your entire marine fishery. That means saltwater fishes are found here. Okay, now what are the popular marine fish varieties? A pomfret, okay, mackerel, this is another variety of fish, tuna, sardines, and bombitak. I did not give the pictures here, please find it out, how do they look like. Okay, so these are the different types of marine fish. That means they survive in the salt water. Okay, marine fish are caught using many kinds of fishing nets from fishing boats. Okay, fine, very understandable. We have the fishing nets from fishing boats, it is being caught. Yields are increased by locating large schools of fish in the open sea using satellite and echo sounders. Okay, large schools of fish, groups of fishes are called as schools. Okay, schools of fish. So now what happens is that, now you want to collect more amount of marine fish. So what you do, with the help of satellite and echo sounders, which uses the UV waves. So what you do, sorry, not I mean ultrasound waves, ultrasound waves. So what you do with the help of satellite and ultrasound waves, you understand that in this vast sea, because seas are vast, it is not a small pond. Okay, seas are vast. In this vast sea, with the help of satellite and ultrasound, you understand that, okay, in this particular area there are numerous amount of marine fishes, let's say pomfret or mackerel, like that. So then this fisherman, they will go to that particular area and they will collect the fishes. So what happens as a result, they are going to collect huge number of fishes. Otherwise, if they do not take the help of satellite or echo sounders, then what is going to happen, this fishermen will keep on just wandering in this vast ocean or vast seas, and then they will collect, it's not that they will not collect fishes, but not in high quantity. So this is the technique, that how will you increase the number of capturing the fishes with the help of satellite and echo sounders. Then some marine fish of high economic value, that means if you collect those fish and sell it in the market, you are going to get huge amount of money. Okay, so that is a high economic value, are also farmed in sea water. That means in the sea water also you growing it, fish farming is going on. This includes finned fishes like mullets, bhetki, pearl spots, shellfish such as prawns. So prawns also, these are very costly fishes. If you just buy a normal prawn, it's per kg, it's like huge amount. Okay, so that is the thing. In this way you do it. Mussels and oysters as well as seaweed. Fine. Oysters are also cultivated for the pearls they have. Most of you must be wearing that pearl ring on your fingers. Okay, so those pearls. Okay, oysters. As marine fish stocks gets further depleted, the demands for more fish can only be met by such culture fishes, a practice called mariculture. So what did I say here? With the help of satellite and ultrasound, you go to that particular area where you find more amount of marine fishes. The fishermen will go and then capture the fishes, right? But in this way, what is going to happen, the amount of marine fishes are going to come down. But at the same time, even if it comes down, you need more amount of fish, isn't it? The fishermen, they need to survive. So what do they do? Then you culture the fishes. That means you grow the fishes. Okay, and that is called as mariculture. Culturing of fishes in marine, in salt water, that is called as the mariculture. Okay, so here we have studied about the marine fisheries. Next we go to the inland fisheries. That means the fishes which are present in the rivers, the ponds, the reservoirs. Okay, that is inland fishes. The freshwater resources, what are the freshwater resources? Your canals, ponds, reservoir, river. Fine, understood. Now brackish water resources, what are brackish water? Where sea water and fresh water mix together. Okay, remember this thing. So if a question comes at what is brackish water, brackish water is sea water from this side comes, and then fresh water from this side comes, and then they get mixed together, and this is called your brackish water. Okay, so this such as estuaries and lagoons are also important fish reservoirs. Reservoirs means where fishes they grow. Okay, they give birth and you find lots amount of fishes there. While capturing fish is also done in such, capturing fish in inland water, you go in front of the pond and with a fish net you capture it, so that is capturing fish. The yield is not high. That means in all these inland water, canal, ponds, and this one, you go with the fish net and you throw it in the water, you will not get lots amount of fishes. Okay, that is what they're trying to say. Yield is not high. Most fish production from these resources is through aquaculture. Aquaculture means with the help of water only you keep on doing it. Okay, fish culture is sometimes done in combination with a rice crop, so that the fishes are grown in the water in the paddy field. So suppose this is a field. Okay, this is a field. Okay, here you keep on lines of rice. Okay, now if you see, while going by the train, you must have seen the rice, they always grow, it is submerged, this soil is submerged with water. Okay, wherever the rice grows, because it needs huge quantity of water. So what the farmers do, you see how clever they are. So first and foremost, in this small plot of land, they are not only growing rice, but in the water that is available down, this water is being used to culture fishes. That means to grow more amount of fishes. So in one place only two things are going on. One is rice is also growing, and since rice requires more amount of water, so always the soil, this will be wet and it will be full of water. So in this water the farmers are growing the fishes. Okay, both local and imported fish species are used in such systems. So now you must be seeing this fish culture system, composite culture system. Okay, what is this? Okay, what is it all about? Let's go and see it. See, in such system, this fish culture or the composite culture system, what happens? Just a second. In such system, what happens is combination of 5 or 6 fish species is used in a single fish pond. That means if this is the pond, I am using now several 5, 6 different varieties of fishes here. Okay, these species are selected so that they do not compete for food among them, having different types of food habits. Now you see, if I keep same variety of fishes here in this pond, then same variety of fishes means the food habit will be same. When the food habit will be same, obviously they'll then start competing with each other. There's no use of farming fish in this way. So what do the farmers do? See, they're so clever. First, they're using a plot of land where they are growing rice also and they are growing fishes also. This is one thing. Okay, second thing, in such type of culture, fish culture, what do? They take 5, 6 different varieties of fishes. As a result, what will happen when they are 5, 6 different variety, their food habit, the food habit will also be different. So they will not at all compete with each other. Understood? As a result, the food available in all the parts of the pond is used. So in the pond also, whatever food is available, everyone is using it. Example, you see, suppose this is the layer of water. Okay, you see, the katla fishes are surface feeders. That means whatever is present on the surface of the water, if this is the upper portion, surface of the water, this katla fish will have eat the food what is present on the surface, upper surface of the water. Okay, rohus feed in the middle zone of the pond. Okay, middle zone means if you go a bit deep inside the water, this is called the middle zone. So the rohus will have the food that is present here. Fine. Mrigals and common carps are bottom feeders. Okay, mrigals and common carps are bottom feeders. That means this is the bottom portion. Okay, so mrigals and common carps will have the food that are present here. Okay, and grass carp feeds on the weeds. Together these species can use all the food in without competing with each other. So on the weeds, that means inside the pond also there will be small grass, and then there will be weeds also. So these weeds are being eaten by whom? By the grass carps. Understood? So in this way we see that in the pond ecosystem, each of the layer are being, whatever food is being present are being consumed by the different fishes. So no one here is competing with anyone, and in this way the fish yield from the pond also increases. So fishes are not dying, fishes are reproducing among themselves, and thus there are more amount of fishes. But then there's a problem. Now what is the problem? Let's see. Problem is that one problem with such composite fish culture is that many of these fish breed only during monsoon. Okay, so monsoon means the rainy season. So until and unless there is rain, these fish are not going to reproduce. Okay, they're not going. So they wait for the rain to come, and then only they are going to breed or reproduce. Even if fish seed is collected from the wild, you know what do you mean by fish seed? That means the small tiny baby like the hatchling fishes, baby fishes. Okay, so from the wild means from some other parts, if we collect these baby fishes, okay, these are known as fish seed. Okay, so these baby fishes are collected, and if it is can be mixed with that of the other species as well. Okay, so a major problem now what happens is that for even if you collect the fish seed, baby fishes from different parts in the wild, and then you try to mix it with other species, but still they keep on waiting for that rainy season to breed. Okay, so a major problem in fish farming is the lack of availability of good quality seed. Good quality seed means what here? Fish seed, that means your good quality, I mean good quality baby fishes. Okay, if the quality of the baby fishes are good, then obviously they're going to grow into very good quality big fish, and thus that big fish will give to good quality babies in return again. Okay, to overcome this problem, okay, what is the solution? Ways have now been worked out to breed these fish in ponds using hormonal stimulation. That means hormonal stimulation means some injection is being given to the fishes so that they do not have to wait for the rainy season or the monsoon season to reproduce. They will start reproducing even when there is rain or no rain, doesn't matter. Okay, so in this way fish farming takes place. This has ensured the supply of pure fish seed in desired quantities. So in this way what happened is that first and foremost we get huge number of fishes, and also we get a pure variety of fishes. There is no milavati or mixture, and that also is being produced in huge number. All right, so this is all about your fish farming.